Do you see the Colts right now as the threat in the AFC to get to the Super Bowl, the
I
biggest
honestly
one?
think they might be the only team equipped to beat the Chiefs. And why
That I'm
I
gonna
say it like that
I
is
don't know how only team.
because their offense is dominated by the run. The run is safe, so you can
It
run
is
the
a safe
clock
place.
down some. You can because the thing with like the Allens and the Lamars is they gotta throw their teams to that victory. But when you don't complete it fast, the clock stops. You know what I'm saying? You give Mahomes more time, but if you're gonna run them to death,
Mhm.
you might can keep Mahomes off the field, and then their defense is good enough. It's not great. I'm not. They're not. They're not the best
Yeah, but
ever.
it's not like the Chiefs have an overpowering offense either. You
So
know what I mean?
yeah, and so it's just like it's tough. It really
So
is.
do you think like to me, if I was to look at it right now, I'm picking the Colts and the Patriots in the AFC Championship game.
Real. No,
Like,
that's crazy. That's
that-
crazy. Mahomes always
I,
finds a way. That's one thing.
so you still got the Chiefs going to the AFC Championship no matter what.
Yeah, I don't.
Like,
I don't see how. Who's gonna stop him? Because there's no
I
Lamar.
they're well, they could go. They're 4-5 now, but no, they. I'm telling you, obviously, when you get your quarterback back, I'm not saying they're going to win the division by any means. They could very well sneak into a wild card spot
Maybe, but I don't think
for
they're gonna
sure.
win 3 games in a row or 2 games in a row to face them.
No, but I don't think they'll be like
Whatever wild card team they get, they're gonna lose to.
Kansas City is probably going to end up being third or fourth, right? Because they have to win their own division.
That's
Broncos
true.
right now are number one in that division.
Cool.
So, so we're
And
talking about them
The
being a
Broncos have
fourth
been doing
seed,
their thing, by the way.
right? They're talking about you're talking about right now because they actually play a big game against them. I think in 2 weeks they play Denver. That's going to be a big one.
Is it
But
at
that's
Denver?
I, I think the first one is at Denver. I'm not 100%
I
sure.
like Mahomes at Denver.
I do too, but this is also not the same Denver though.
I
It
know.
really is.
Bo Nix is nice, bro. He's
He
tough.
stunk against the Raiders, but division game, I'm gonna chalk it up to that. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I think yes, the Chiefs are not a team. Obviously, you're gonna count out. Like, yes, but we're talking about them going in as possibly the lowest seed they've ever gone in under Mahomes,
Yeah.
and you know what I mean. And then you add a team probably like the Ravens, who they might see in the first round, who they very well might see in the first round in the wild card series, in the wild card game, which would end up being at Kansas City. You give the edge to the Chiefs. However, it's not like the Ravens can't win that game
Yeah.
or
But their
Buffalo.
defense
Like
is their defense is their defense is and they just gave away everybody.
they did. You're right.
So you
I get
think
it.
they're gonna come in with a half
We
done
talking about,
defense?
but we're also talking about you talking about the run game. If they got that run game going with Lamar and Derrick Henry, what are we doing here?
Yeah, but I don't think Derrick Henry is what he used to be. He used to be
No,
like, dang, like, oh, if he gives him the ball, it's over.
I'm not saying the Ravens are going to win 3 games. I'm saying they could
I
win
don't
one game.
I don't know if they're gonna be there. That's what I'm having a
No,
hard time seeing. I'm having a hard time seeing how they could even get to the spot to where they would even play them.
so that they're not a threat to you. Is Buffalo not a threat to you for
No,
the
no. See, now that's the thing. But this is the thing, and this is what is Mahomes is gonna get you there.
You think he's going
Now,
to get to the AFC Championship no
can
matter
he
what?
win that AFC Championship game? I think he can outplay Drake May and them.
You think?
If it came down
I
to
do.
that,
I
I
do
think
that.
he could outplay Daniel Jones if it came to that. I think he'd outplay Aaron Rodgers if it came to that.
That doesn't mean they're going to win though. Just because he outplays them doesn't mean they'll win.
I think there's a strong correlation to when Mahomes plays really well that the Chiefs win, especially in the playoffs situation. Now, there's been like a very rare time, it was to Tom Brady, where he got outgunned. But like if
That was his
Mahomes is,
first play. That was his first playoff game ever. Like first,
that's what I'm trying to tell you.
game.
You're not gonna sit there and outgun, and that was in the AFC Championship game. So like you're not gonna sit there and outgun
Mahomes has never missed an
Mahomes.
AFC Championship game in his life. He's always
But
been
he's
there.
got to at some point. And see, that's what you're really betting on is that he's gonna miss one eventually, in my
I
opinion.
think right,
But this
and
ain't the one though.
I think this is the year that he does.
I
I
think
do
if
just because of where he's going to be going in seating wise. You're gonna have to go on the road at some point. You're not gonna be
Yeah.
in Kansas City.
Are you scared of the
Like so,
Bills?
I think I'm not. I think the Bills will get there, but
So
I don't think the Bills.
who should we be afraid of? Are we afraid of the
I'm saying
Colts or
you're
the
a Colts fan.
Patriots?
You're a Colts fan.
Yeah.
So
Well, no, I'm
I'm
saying me and Mahomes because I'm also his agent.
afraid. Yeah, that's how that works. But I don't
We get
think
about
the Chiefs I
45%,
don't think the Chiefs are scared of the
500 million.
Bills. I don't think the Chiefs are scared of the Bills. I don't think the Chiefs are scared of the Ravens. I don't think those teams that he's already played and he's beaten numerous times, I don't think he's scared of them. Now, teams that he has not seen, the Colts, the Patriots defense is really good.
Yeah, they're
That
legit.
defense is really, really good. So when you put that with the fact that they can also run the football, so it's all about which team is going to keep Mahomes off the field. And
Hmm.
both those the Patriots and the Colts can do
Are
that.
equipped to do
Colts
that.
can do it
Yeah,
better than everybody. Colts can do
yeah,
that better than everybody because they got
yeah.
the best run game in the NFL. So if Daniel Jones has to do is be a game manager. Don't turn the
And
football over.
manage.
They're going to win.
Yes, yes.
That's it.
Now, see, look,
And I think
that's what I
he
said
can do
though.
that.
I agree with that. I agree with that. They're the
Mhm.
team that's equipped to beat them. I don't think the Patriots will do it. I think they can. They have the pieces, but they'll find a way. And I
Even
think he
though,
can go
even
to.
at home, even
I
at
think
home.
he can go to Foxborough and win that because it's not like the biggest thing with the Foxborough was how cold it gets.
Well, he doesn't care about that. He plays in Kansas City.
That's what I was getting at was like you get these semi warm weather climate quarterbacks to come to this frozen. Then they call it like the frozen. What is it
No, Green
called?
Bay is the frozen
No,
tundra.
yeah, you're right.
Green.
You're right. That's Green Bay. But anyway,
Yeah.
it gets to that kind of cold. So if he's not worried about that, that's the thing. So like I think, but I think also Indianapolis and New England could end up eating each other. Like one of them
Well,
has to
they won't
eat.
see if they're 1-2. They won't see each other to the AFC Championship game anyway. You see what I'm saying?
So that'd be
They
perfect
won't see each other.
because yeah, that'd be perfect
Why is
because
that?
we'll have played a really tough team and then we'll go into playing them. And when I say we, I mean me and Patrick, not the Chiefs. But I do think that the Colts are equipped to beat them. They have the
So right
perfect
now,
scheme, the perfect system to do it.
if you had to pick a team in the AFC to go to the Super Bowl, who are you taking? Are you taking the Chiefs off of sheer experience, or are you taking? Because like I really don't
Why are you
think the
doing this to me,
Chiefs.
man?
I'm no, I'm we gotta have to talk about it at some point. Obviously, we'll talk about it when the playoff bracket comes out. Obviously, when the season's over, we're gonna talk about it because that's when we still have the matchups were set up, and it's all about matchups when the postseason comes. That's what it's really about. Who gets
I
who and
that's
what
the yeah.
but
Ah.
but I think right now,
Give me the
if I had to pick
Jaguars.
one team to go to the Super Bowl in the AFC, it is the Colts. I do, and I'm not saying and the Patriots would be my second pick because of the fact my Patriots would be my second pick because Drake May's the MVP right now. He's playing the best quarterback of anybody in the NFL. Matthew Stafford's up there, but
Remember you told me he
Matthew
wasn't
Stafford's
better than Jalen?
he's not. But
You've been playing better
we
than
don't
him.
whatever. But
How you elite?
and
You getting
then
outplayed by Drake May?
he playing great. Like what we talking about? What we talking about? It don't matter.
How you
Patrick Mahomes
outplayed
got
by
played by
Matt Stafford?
Matt Stafford is a Hall of Famer. What are you
He's a
talking about?
beast. But you,
Yeah.
whenever I say that, you be like, nah, you're not even comparable. You wouldn't be.
What you mean? I never say he wasn't comparable.
Yes, you did.
I'm just saying
If
he's
you
better
say
than
Jalen
Jalen
Hurts
right
is
now.
elite and you say Matt Stafford is not elite, then you're saying they're not comparable.
I never said it wasn't comparable.
So
I
then,
never said that.
how can Jalen Hurts be elite?
He is.
Anyway, we'll get to that. We'll get to that.
um. So we'll jump into the
But
next
if I
question.
had to pick one team, I would probably if my life was on it, I'd say the Chiefs.
The Chiefs.
My heart says the Colts could do it.
No,
But like
just tell me what you
I
think.
feel like Daniel Jones is gonna Daniel Jones at some point.
I feel the same way because he had two picks and a fumble last week against Pittsburgh. Like he could have one of them games in the playoffs and send them home in the first round. Like
That's
he
what I'm
very
saying,
much
man.
can do that. But the
That's what I'm
problem
saying.
is Shane Steichen does a great job, a phenomenal job at not like every single throw is so easy for Daniel Jones. Like every throw. He's making great throws when he needs to. He's making those deep throws down the field. He is. But the thing is, like, guys are schemed wide open because of the fact that they have to put so much attention on Jonathan Taylor that play action game is so easy. And then when that rollout, Daniel Jones is a really good runner. Like he can
Yeah,
run. He can definitely run
yeah,
yards.
he's fast.
So right. And then when you got Tyler Warren coming across the field, he's like, you know what I'm saying? And then Michael Pittman is there as a security blanket as well. Like it's super and Jonathan Taylor can catch the ball out of the backfield as well. And the
Mm,
O-line doesn't give up sacks. So,
yes.
you know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
that Warren dude, he reminds me of Kyle Juszczyk and
Yeah,
George Kittle all rolled up into one.
in the one.
A
Right.
blocking, a blocking tight end, and also he's just gonna go back there and play fullback. I mean, he deserves his weight in gold.
Yeah. Man, I wanted him in the draft this year. I really wanted him in the draft. I wanted the Eagles. He was a Penn State guy. I wanted the Eagles to get. He was my favorite tight end in college. I was like, yo, this guy's obviously going to be the first tight end off the board. He's the best tight end in college. I wanted the Eagles to get him because Dallas Goedert has a lot of injury history. Even though Dallas Goedert is leading like the NFL in touchdowns as far as tight ends go this year, he's been awesome. But he just shows that at some point he's going to get hurt, and you know
Yeah.
what I mean. I think we also need him. You know what I mean. Um, but going into our next, if we want to take this question, I'm gonna give you the number one, all the playoff teams currently, the
Okay.
guys that are competing for playoff spots, the guys who are leading the divisions, things like that, and you tell me if they're a contender or pretender based off how you've seen through 10 weeks. All right, starting off with the Indianapolis Colts. Do you have them as a contender?
Contender.
They're a contender.
Contender. They could win for sure. They
The
very much could Daniel
Patriots,
Jones it, but they also could. Now, see, here's the
New
thing.
England.
I want to say contender, but I think they're a year early.
You think they're a year early?
Yes, I think this is not their year to go crazy.
Okay,
This is not their
so you
year.
got them as a
No.
pretender, right?
But see, here's the thing. If there was a middle ground to where, like, if they played to the. Yes, I'll just say the pretender. Yes.
Okay, Buffalo Bills.
Pretender.
Thank you. They're a pretender, bro. They are a
I
pretender.
think
Like,
I think they have Josh Allen, and that's kind of where it's like Josh. Either you play elite quarterback or we lose. There's no like fallback options. Like for example, like Daniel Jones has all these fail safes we were talking about. Jonathan Taylor, Warren running. They could run the ball. They can throw the ball to Pittman if they needed to. You know what I mean? They got options, but like it's like Josh Allen. You got 300 for us.
yeah,
Oh, and also, would you also like to run it 2 touchdowns too, please? Thank you. Okay, so that's really it. So I would say pretenders
yeah,
for them, and then their defense is mid, back into mid.
right, right. And with them, and this is what I always tell you why I appreciate guys like Jalen Hurts and guys, even like Aaron Rodgers in his prime, like dudes that don't turn the football over. Josh
Yes,
Allen, like he takes so many unnecessary risks, dude. Like he just, it's like instead of taking the check down, instead of taking like he just knows how big of an arm he has, so he's just throwing it down the field, trying to throw it into tight windows that end up being picked off. Like it's just unnecessarily putting your team behind the sticks, behind the game, doing that stuff, and giving these teams a chance.
I disagree
Like
with
you can't
that.
do that in the playoff.
I
You
disagree with
can't
that.
do that.
I
Why?
disagree only because he doesn't have the caliber of receivers that the Aaron Rodgers and the Jalen Hurts. He didn't. So like, and no offense to those guys, I'm not saying that they're not worthy of being in the NFL. They're pretty good. They make catches, so whatever. What I'm saying
Yeah.
is like you kind of gotta throw them open more and like sometimes that comes with some risk. But like when you have AJ Brown and Devontae Smith, like they're gonna get open. When you have Devontae Adams and I forget who that was on the other side of
Oh, you
huh
talking about? We talking about Aaron
Green
Rodgers
Bay.
back in the day.
Yeah, Green Bay, or
Jordy
even
Nelson,
Donald Driver and Greg Jennings. Like having those two options,
Jordy
like
Nelson,
Jordy, yeah, like you know what I mean. Like you're like you can't even really name the receivers for the Bills.
right? Sure.
So
I
like
mean, with Diggs, though,
so,
with Diggs and Gabe Davis,
they're
like those guys
good.
were really good. They were
That's where I think they are, though.
no,
Do
but
you
Diggs was
think?
considered a top 5 wide receiver in the NFL
And
while he was with Buffalo. He
he
always
was
was.
he put up beast numbers for sure. So like I'm not. There's no knock on Diggs though. He was good, but Josh Allen was a little bit younger. I think Josh Allen now is a little bit more mature, and he would have been able to handle that now. But it's unfortunate that he doesn't play with him now. I would like to see that if they get repaired up,
See,
or even if Josh
think
Allen.
I I think Josh Allen needed him to go so he can develop into a guy that is getting everybody else involved and not just trying to force feed it to
Force
Stephon
feed
Diggs.
him, yeah.
Because that's pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like
You might be
now
right.
Josh Allen uses everyone. Like he
Yeah,
uses everybody. He uses backs out of the backfield. He uses tight ends. He uses
yeah,
Shakir. He uses Deion Coleman. Like he's using all those guys in the receiving game
and
as
yeah,
well as taking off running. But my
yeah.
problem with him is my problem with him. My problem with guys like Lamar. And I credit as I say Patrick Mahomes is one of the top 3 quarterbacks I've ever seen in my life. And you know what I mean? Like he's up there, and he is the most talented quarterback I've seen outside of Aaron Rodgers. And
That's including Aaron Rodgers for me.
with that much talent, he doesn't turn the football over in the playoffs. Like, you know what I mean? Like getting there. In the Super Bowl he has against in a couple Super Bowls he has, but like the picks that you see from Patrick Mahomes are very different than the picks you see from Josh Allen. The picks you
Yeah,
see
no,
from
you're right
Mahomes
about
a
that.
lot of times, you know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
because
Like they're hitting all the
hey,
guys'
Josh Allen
hands.
hit you with some head scratchers. Like,
Yes.
what was that?
Yeah. Yeah.
I do think though that the the the, the difference is when I come in to a game against Lamar, against Josh Allen, against those quarterbacks, I'm trying to trick them as a defense.
Sure.
So like, I think that's where it's tricky when you get the week to prepare for just them, and you can like be like, okay, this is what they look, this is what they like during the regular season they do this, but like not to this degree. You
Yeah.
really just kind of focus on your conference opponents, like you really want to hunker down on, and but in your playoff opponents then you're like, okay, like this is what he likes to do on this down and distance, this is what he likes to do in this down and distance, when this play comes out, when this is so like that's why I think you see the like. Have you ever seen Lamar? You've seen like his turnover numbers go crazy in like playoff games, stuff like that. And I think it's because it's specifically designed to like, okay, we need to stop him. But like, I think this is where like the separator between those guys and Hurts is like Hurts faces like we gotta stop, we gotta play in the box, we gotta make sure that Saquon doesn't get off. And then Hurts is really good at manipulating around. This is and so then, but like if Lamar had where teams were scheming for Derrick Henry, I think you wouldn't see those jumping turnovers. And I think Josh Allen gets confused or tries to take more risk in the playoffs because he's like, I gotta go win this game, even against them trying to stop me. Do you know what I mean? And I agree with you though. He just does put the cape on way too much. Like sometimes you just gotta chill and like take your shots when they come. But it seems like he tries to like make the play. So I agree with you on that. That's why I think they're pretenders, because I do think they're decent, they're good, they can win a playoff game, but to win 3, I just don't see
No.
them winning
Absolutely not.
3. Because you gotta win 3 games, and it's one
Yeah.
game, one bad game, and wraps.
You're out of there. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's
And
like
they're more likely to have a bad game than have a good game.
that's my
You know,
point. And they're less likely to have 3 good games
good games.
than
Yeah.
have one bad game.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And they can't fall back and be like, okay, well, my defense will get a stop. No.
What about the Pittsburgh Steelers?
Pretenders for sure.
Yeah, I get. Same.
Aaron
I don't think
Rodgers
that they're
is Aaron Rodgers is mid to at best. Love Aaron Rodgers.
now.
Love you. You're my
Love
guy.
Aaron
You're the
Rodgers.
best. You're my second best quarterback ever. But
That defense is so overrated. Like it's not
yeah,
even funny that defense is
yeah.
overrated, bro. Like I can't stand the whole thing. It's like, oh, Pittsburgh Steelers, rough foot. Bro, them dudes be giving up 30 points a game. I ain't with all that. Like Ramsey and Slade, them dudes be getting fried. And then the best player they got on the team is TJ Watt. You know what I mean? And their defensive line is good. Cam Hayward,
Yeah.
Highsmith, them dudes are good. But
Facts.
that's secondary. Joey Porter's a walking PI. Like, let's just be like, can we stop with all that? Like all that physical stuff. He a walking PI. I'm putting my best
Facts.
receiver matched up against him, and it's an easy 15-yard penalty every single time.
Yes, sir.
Offensively, they don't have that much. Like they just don't. Like
Yeah, we're running
DK
a six.
is like
We got
good.
6 tight ends on the field.
Yeah, come on, man. What we doing? Like you walking around with 9 O linemen. You know
That's
what I
all.
mean? And then one receiver. We're playing rugby. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what?
No. I don't know why Aaron Rodgers keeps finding himself in these positions, but
Why does he do it? He just should have stayed in Green Bay, man.
or he should be on the Colts.
Or could have been there. Yeah,
That would have been a
yeah.
nice play because he could have just, chilled out,
Do what
roll with
dudes do
Jonathan
right now.
Taylor, roll with
Yeah.
Jonathan Taylor, and then, in the
He's
playoffs,
smart.
maybe.
He's extremely smart. So like running a new system ain't nothing for him. So it's like, you know what I mean? Like you're gonna be with Shane Steichen, and I mean, thank you. And it's nothing. That's nothing. You know what I mean? That's just nothing. So I got them as pretenders as well. I don't think that they're. I don't think that they could very much lose their first playoff game. Like it's just
I think it's highly likely that they lose their first playoff game. And now they're about to win the division, right?
Yeah,
I think they're pretty much locked to win the division.
They're gonna win that division unless they lose like 4 straight, and Baltimore somehow goes on a run here. But I don't.
Baltimore had to go crazy
over the next 6 weeks for them to have a chance.
Right.
But the AFC West right here. This is to me the most interesting division in all of football. It's extremely up in like you don't know what you're gonna get.
I know.
The Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give you my answer first. I think they're pretenders. Reason I say that, their defense is probably the best in football. That Pat Surtain, their secondary linebackers.
Surtain is a monster.
Yeah, like he's the best corner in all of football. Hence why he won Defensive Player of the Year last year as a corner. You know what I mean? Like it's
he's a monster.
Great. Their offense though is what gets me. I don't trust Bo Nix. He is good. He can be very, very good at games. Like there's certain games where I'm like, this dude is making every single throw. And there's other games I'm like, what are you even looking at? On Thursday against the Raiders, who everybody's been giving 40 points to. That was a 10-7 game on prime time. He scored 1 touchdown. And it was like their running game is Harvey is really good, but they're not like they're running back by committee with Dobbins and Harvey, so it's not like you know what I mean.
J.K. Dobbins is slow
because he's had so many injuries in the past that it's like you can't expect much there.
He's tiny and slow,
right? Receiver wise, Cortland Sutton, I think is good, but he doesn't nearly get enough targets for me to my liking. I don't understand that.
No, he doesn't.
Troy Franklin is a speed demon, and it's also like hit or miss with him though. You know what I mean? Like you don't know if he could go off for 80 yards and a touchdown one game, and then other games he might get 2 targets, no catches. So it's like you don't know what to get from him. And then you got Evan Ingram as their tight end, and he's a fine tight end. Like he's not great. He's not like he's just he's serviceable. So you don't really have many skill guys offensively that you're like, if on third down, this is the guy I'm going to go to. Like on third down, like with the Eagles, A.J. Brown is like on third down, I don't care who's matched up against him. He's getting the football thrown to him. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, who is that for Denver? I don't know. And Bo Nix is bound to give the ball up. So
I got them as contenders.
Ooh,
I think look, whenever you have a defense like that in the playoffs, I think that can win you. I got them as contenders because look, we've
Yeah,
seen
but you
this.
can't
We've seen this.
out
We've
there on
seen
the
this run
field.
out before though.
What you mean?
Baltimore, like years ago.
They ain't
What's
Baltimore in 2002, gang. They ain't the
Denver?
0-1 record.
In 15.
They
And
ain't
look,
that either.
but look, hold on. This
They
defense is
not that,
tough.
bro.
They're
Their
tough though.
defense is really good, but they're
And
not
look,
that.
look,
They're not the
look, look. Here's the
Gators,
thing.
80 years. Like,
Now, here's the thing though. But here's the thing. Bo Nix is not that bad either though. That's the thing. Now, here's the thing. They match up well with what other teams do well. They have Sertan to travel with your best your best receivers for the Mahomes, for the Allens, for the for the Colts. They have a good enough core of linebackers and stuff, and interior players to
really good
give
core,
the run
yeah.
some problems, so that can stop Jonathan Taylor. That can stop, or not stop, but slow down Jonathan Taylor. That can slow down, whatever the Bills got going on. You know what I mean? So it's like they've got enough to keep them in the game. Now, can he win it? Can Bogo win it? Maybe not. But I think they're contenders strictly because their defense is good enough to hold other offenses below what they normally score, which can win you football games.
Okay.
That's my only
I
reasoning for them
get
being
it. I get
contenders.
it. Get it.
And I
I
think Bo
get
Nix
it.
is
I
decent
just
enough to not get in the way.
it's tough because I'm just looking at their offense as a whole, and I'm like, you can't keep putting your defense out there in the playoffs like consistently and time. Like you can't because these teams are too good. Like you do that against Kansas City, you're losing. Like you're going to lose if you don't score.
Well,
And the
hopefully,
reason I say that, I think you will because Mahomes know, bro. Mahomes, he know what to do, bro. Like he just knows. You ain't gonna
let's
fool
see.
Mahomes all game long.
Well, I mean, the thing with Mahomes is it seems like the two Super Bowls he lost with Tampa and the Eagles, they rushed four,
Mhm,
dropped eight, but you got to get home with those four. That's the point. So
mhm.
if they can do that, I know Sertan and the secondary can hold up on the back end and make plays. So it's like it's up to that front four. That front four is getting there, getting home, wraps. They could mess around and win the whole thing. Even give they don't match up well with the Eagles though. That's the other thing. Because I trust
Who?
Jalen way more than Bo Nix. I was gonna say
Oh yeah.
defensively, but like they don't have enough even for that offense with those kind of people around them. That's tough.
Mm.
Because you can get creative and get into Saquon the ball. You can get creative and get Devontae the ball. You can get creative. So like I don't know if they can win the whole thing. That's probably where the contender stops. But could
No,
they
when
get
I
there? I
say
think so.
contender, I think a team that has a chance of going to the Super Bowl. Not like I think if you have a chance of going to the Super Bowl, you have a chance of winning it all. So that's how I
Of
see it.
course,
Like
yeah, yeah,
in your conference, are you contender? Are you contender or not? You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Just like in the AFC.
yeah. But I
Um.
think I think Denver, yes. I'm
Okay.
gonna go contender.
The Chargers
Strictly defense. Chargers? Man, heck no.
pretenders. I got them as pretenders as well. I ain't never gonna pick
Yeah.
a Los Angeles Chargers
They're
defense.
pretending to be LaDainian Thomas. That's my favorite running back. Hey, he's a beast, bro. I love LaDainian
And then
Thomas.
I'm assuming you got Kansas City as contenders because you know what I mean. We just
Of
talked
course.
about that
Yeah, yeah,
for a
contenders for
while.
sure. AFC Championship game
All
locked.
right. I don't see that. I definitely can. Not that I don't see it. I don't think this is the year they go to the AFC Championship game. I
Yeah,
think
he's
this is
gotta
the
miss
year that
one
they lose.
eventually, don't
And
he?
then he got he go to 9 straight AFC chips, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we doing? Like, he's only lost one AFC Championship game. Like he's
Yeah.
been like you know what I'm saying. He only lost to Joe Burrow, so it's like every year he's been in the
Well
league,
then he
he's been.
lost. He didn't lose. That wasn't the AFC Championship game, Mahomes. I mean to Brady.
Oh, sorry, two AFC Championship. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, I
Sorry,
was
sorry,
about to
sorry.
say yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Two AFC Championship.